do this.
Do, baby?
Born ready, baby. So my very first question, I got 5 of them. My very first question for you is this. In life, as you know, we go through lessons, we go through challenges, right? Challenges that we have to overcome, but more importantly, they're learning lessons to move forward. So my first question would be, throughout your life, what's your most important learning lesson? That was tough, that was a challenge for you, but that you've been able to take away and has shown value throughout your adulthood and throughout your years?
So 2 things for me. Okay, the first one is, I had a challenge learning because I didn't value learning as a child. Not only did I not do well in school, I never really picked up books. I never really did that kind of stuff coming up as a kid. And one of the things that you discover when you get on this journey that we're on is the value of, and they say, read these self-help books, etc. But it's really not the reading that is the critical piece. It's really the ascertaining of new knowledge, So for me, I was stuck in my way for so long that when I started to learn, although I was excited about it, I was so far behind, and I regretted that. And so for me, that's why the PhD, because what I've discovered is that each degree has really allowed me to make up for time.
Yeah.
It has allowed me to go back, if you will. The master's, I had nothing but reading and writing. The PhD, nothing but reading and writing. So over and over and over again. And so I felt like even my speaking enhanced as my writing, enhanced. So the biggest piece for me was first, of course, this whole, idea of learning and knowing that it's going to be something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life, that it is not a place that you get to where you know enough, where you know it all. But as you continue to grow, you definitely, you mark the spot. You're grateful for the master's degree, the PhD, but you understand that it's so much more to learn. There's so much more to do. And I was humbled when I graduated from Michigan State with my master's, I was in the College of Ed. So I was humbled first that when we had our ceremony, the number of people in the College of Ed who were in different departments, and even the number of people in my particular class department who were studying something totally different, and then the number of people who were getting different degrees. And I sat in that place like, wow.
You learned a fraction of what's out there.
I mean, a fraction. So for me, it's like, Eric, every time you get a chance, so when I go on a plane, it's not a lot of video games and music. It's a lot of, all right, let's get some type of thinking done.
Yeah.
Some type of reading or hit something. So that's number one. Number two, I think, it is my culture. And we come from rich cultures. And sometimes when you come from a culture of the underdog culture,
yeah.
Embracing mainstream and holding on to certain parts of your culture is a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, because you're not necessarily built to only be in mainstream. You value where you come from. You value some of the rich traditions and heritage that are a part of your culture.
Yeah.
But then there's a part of your culture is why we are the underdog, why we are the minority, because of some of our traits, some of the things that we do, some of the things that we don't do. So one of the biggest learning tools for me is that you have to give up a certain part of your culture, a certain part of your identity, and embrace mainstream so that you can survive in mainstream. But there's a biblical a reference that I learned years ago when I was in college, and it says, envy not thy oppressor, or choose none of his ways.
Wow.
And so for me, it's this balance that, there are things that I need to learn, there are things that I need to do, but at the same time, while I'm giving up and learning this new Eric Thomas, and feeling good in my new skin, and doing the private flights and doing the 5-star hotels, you know, and all of that, you know, going to school and get my PhD, understanding that is so that I can infiltrate and be successful and allow my family to be successful. But at the same time, Eric, don't lose your identity. Don't lose the hat. Don't lose the T-shirt. Don't lose the blue jeans. Don't lose the gym shoes. And it's not anything wrong with anything else, but that's one of the ways that I can maintain my identity. Other people find other ways to do that, but for me, that's one way of trying to show my culture that I'm still down, guys.
Yeah.
I'm still apart. I haven't left. So I think those are, I mean, there are a lot of lessons learned, but those have been the two that I think are ongoing, that are ever evolving, and to help me to, you know, to be all that I know I can be.
Awesome.